What's up, cool people? I'm Matt Conroy. Welcome to the Darksiders Genesis finale. Alright, so, welcome back to more Darksiders Genesis. In between recordings, I've done quite a bit. Unlocked a couple extra spots on the creature core grid because I got the abyssal armor for both War and Strife. In fact, I got everything that can be obtained in this collectible board menu thing. I forget what exactly gave me the silver armor for Strife, but I have both their abyssal armor sets, and honestly, like, that stands out a bit more than the silver armor as being different from the classic anyway. So I figure I'll just have them both with the skins for their abyssal armor. So, admittedly, I did not do absolutely everything that this game has to offer. I have not completed all the quests. I definitely didn't do all the missions on the highest difficulty, because that would be kind of insane. But yeah, I went back through all the levels, and if I was missing anything under the items found category seen on this screen, I went back and got it. So those are all absolutely 100% complete. There might be some side missions in some of these that I didn't quite get to. Also didn't quite do everything in the arena, but I went far enough and did enough to... Yeah, also the point jump there was just ridiculous. But I went far enough to get the necessary 20,000 AP to unlock the last piece of War's abyssal armor. So yeah, got all that. I might be lacking a couple of creature cores. But in terms of collectibles, I have otherwise gotten absolutely everything. Also found my way around the void and fought this dude here, who is kind of a recurring character throughout the series. Generally one of the harder battles throughout the series. But yeah, otherwise, I don't think there's too much else to explain before I hop right in here, take this portal to Earth, I believe, and kinda begin the end. So, yeah, I think I'll just kinda get rolling with this now.
What now? Humanity's fate is for the Council to decide. Not us.
We helped Lucifer create this.
Impressive, aren't they?
Speak of the devil.
The life these creatures knew before was meaningless. Whispering stories into the fire, searching the stars for answers to their pathetic existence. I am the answer. See how quickly they adapt? Now that their eyes are open, they feel everything their creator denied them. Fear, hatred, lust. Perhaps now, they will create a third kingdom to be reckoned with.
How far has it spread?
By now, who can say? Will you kill us all? To be sure.
Run, boy. As far from the village as you can.
I was gonna say, that seemed like a really odd choice of a voice for Lucifer. Oh, really? That's it? That's... Hold up now. That's all that we get for going through the final portal and all that. There's no, like, final battle with anybody. I mean, I guess that was Moloch, but there's no, like... I'm sorry, what? I really expected more at the end of this game. And that's really my primary complaint about it. Otherwise, the game was solid. I mean, a bit challenging, but not, like, insanely so. The way the combat worked, and, like, the controls and stuff were pretty good. Well, the default controls might not have been ideal, but I remember, you know, messing around with that early on in the playthrough. So, but yeah. Once I figured out a control scheme that was comfortable enough to make that work, it was a solid combat kind of engine, or whatever you want to call that. The story was pretty good. Seemed a bit sketchy that War and Strife would have continued to go along with certain things as long as they did. But otherwise, you know, I'd say it was fairly good, fairly coherent, and, like, made sense. And there's even more to do in this game that I haven't yet done.
War, strife. You have
Okay.
proven your worth as soldiers of the Council. May your will and
So maybe there is a bit more.
continue unwavering for eternity.
Thanks to your efforts, mankind endures, though changed forever by Lucifer's plot.
Culling the aggressive humans you encountered was no doubt a grim task, but necessary. One that may help shape the Third Kingdom. Time will tell.
What humans remain must be watched closely, protected.
Listen thus. With the forging of these 7 seals, a great treaty shall be wrought in the name of the balance. They who break it shall suffer the Horseman's wrath.
Let our will be manifest within the seals. 3 from the children of heaven. 3 from the dwellers below. And a final seal from our own wisdom.
The Council has spoken.
Okay, that seems to be it then. So, okay, now I'm really trying to make sense of what happened there at the end of the game, and how it fits into the broader timeline of this series. I don't need to show the game anymore to think about that. So, at the end, it showed the Charred Council talking with the Horsemen, and it looked like Azrael was there for sure. Or, sorry, not Azrael, Abaddon. It looked like Abaddon was there, and maybe Samael? But in any case, they forged the 7 seals in that moment. Gave some to heaven, some to hell, and one they kept for themselves, I guess. So, this has, I mean, it's obviously before anything else happened, but, like, the way that it shifted to Abaddon and Samael almost made it seem like, I don't know, they could have just been representative of heaven and hell in that conversation, but, like, especially the way it looked at Abaddon, it almost looked like he already possibly had some malicious intent. But I could be wrong on that. In any case, those 7 seals being made, you know, there was that deal about keeping watch over humanity, and, like, only at a certain time would the seals be broken, something to that effect. But then, like, what kicks off the events in the first game is one of the seals gets broken, thus War comes in to Earth feeling that he's been summoned, but then it's like, no, the council says you weren't summoned, what have you done? They blame him for starting the End War, and just, like, all the rest of the stuff within the series goes from there. But anyway, yeah, on the whole, pretty good game. I've just enjoyed the series in general. Again, my main disappointment was that it felt like there should have been more at the end. I mean, that final cutscene at least made some sort of sense of it, but, like, it really seemed like there was going to be more fighting and stuff to do. So, I don't know. Still, like, really solid game experience. Not everybody might be into this type of game, but yeah, I'd say it's definitely worth your while if you're even anywhere in the ballpark of interest in anything like this. Whether the style of gameplay, or the broader storyline, or even just, like, all the biblical tie-ins and references and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I definitely say check it out. Maybe, you know, hopefully it's not, like, still completely full price to where you're paying, like, $60 for it. But, yeah. Definitely go check it out. Okay, so that ended way quicker than I thought it would. I totally could have just tacked that on to the end of last episode, and it probably would have made a bit more sense then. But, well, just in case anyone was wondering my overall opinions of the game, and, you know, if I would recommend it, tucked that away in there. Also, like, I'm still kind of trying to wrap my head around how much exactly that this game's story fits into the broader narrative. Sometime soon, I'll be starting up a new playthrough of a totally different game in a totally different series. You'll just have to wait and see what it's going to be. But anyway, as always, like the video if you enjoyed it. Share it with others if you want them to see. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're on YouTube. Click the bell to get updates when I post new information, videos, updates, whatever. Because I think that applies to, like, live streams, video posts, text posts, any of that kind of stuff. And if you're watching this on Rumble, just do the usual follow and that kind of stuff. But anyway, aside from that, no matter what platform you're on, make sure you look down in the description to get info on other social media pages if you're interested in those, and leave comments down below there with any thoughts you have. If you want to suggest a game that I play in the future, I am open to that. Just know, A, I have the right to refuse, and B, it might not be the next game that I play. But anyway, okay, that's it for now. Hope you're all doing well. Hopefully I'll see you for the next video. But until then, stay cool, people.